Sustainability and carbon neutrality. Both have become increasingly important, with an impact on corporate, political, and personal levels for us and future generations. Hi, I'm Elisa Cleland, Vice President of Communications and Government Affairs for Bosch in the Americas. In this CES Spotlight session, we will share with you how Bosch is addressing these sustainability issues in a multitude of ways. In 2020, the Global Health Challenge initially drew attention away from the Global Climate Challenge. We've come to learn that both sustainability and carbon neutrality can only be achieved through collaboration. At Bosch, we believe it is important to lead by example and push forward with comprehensive sustainability efforts. We believe that climate innovation and business success can go together. Here at CES 2021, we are communicating this through our new global campaign. It's called Live Sustainable, like a Bosch, and showcases how we contribute to sustainable living by how we operate as a company and through our products, our services, and our solutions. 2 years ago, we launched our Like a Bosch campaign here at CES. The campaign focused on our IoT solutions and starred our hero, Sean. Since then, the campaign has been very successful, putting forth what sets Bosch apart and how we do things differently, for the better. With this new installment of the campaign, we highlight how the fight against climate change must be a team effort.
Look, Sean, our goal is for all Bosch locations worldwide to become CO2 neutral. That's why we thought we should team you up with, well, someone who truly represents the future. The future.
Now's my time. You're about to win.
Well, bring it on, little one.
My first beat. Pump the heat. Save energy. Works for me.
Okay, cool. Drilling tool. Super strong. Last so long.
Whatever. I mean it's clever. But back to me. Charge and eat. Electric drive. My crew lights. I drop the mic.
I like your bike.
Hey!
But take steps with me. Save energy. Water saving camel saying, how amazing. It's time to quit. That was fun. It's past your bedtime and I'm done. Like a Bosch. Like a Bosch.
Stop the battle, let's unite! Carbon neutral, that's how we fight. Cause time is running, we need to act. Can do so much, that's a fact.
Okay.
E-bikes, heat pumps, Bosch's tools. Basic stuff you learn in school.
Dang.
Melting ice is climate crisis. Smart devices, awareness rise. All I'm saying is stop delaying. Work together, I ain't playing. Every little choice can make a change. Hand in hand for a new wage.
Truly represents the future.
So many ways for better days. So many ways for better days.
That was so fun.
This works.
Live sustainable, like a Bosch, with many eco-friendly solutions for a better future. Because every little choice can make a big difference. That's Bosch.
What starts out as an epic battle between Sean and Shauna turns into agreement and cooperation. And that's what we want to share with this video, that we all have to work hand in hand. Everyone has to do their part to achieve climate targets. And industry is no exception. The fact that our CEO, Volkmar Denner, appears in this video underlines the significance of this topic to Bosch. Bosch has put words into action by achieving carbon neutrality in 2020, the first global industrial company to do so. That means all of our 400 locations around the world, including here in the US, no longer leave a carbon footprint. Carbon neutrality is part of the Bosch Global Sustainability Strategy, which focuses on 6 megatrends: climate, energy, water, urbanization and products, globalization and supply chain, and health. To give you even greater insight into our efforts, we've asked Shauna, our hero from the new video, to put our experts to the test.
From Bosch.
Hello there. I know I'm not who you expected. I'm Shauna, and I'm really excited to crash this year's virtual CES Spotlight sessions. I'm 13 years old, a music lover, and a kind of firefighter too. I have the feeling there are so many fires to be put out at the moment, huh? Protecting our planet and stopping climate change are a couple of big ones. So I heard Bosch is quite active in these areas and decided to ask them to tell me a few things. Bosch claims it doesn't have a CO2 footprint at all any longer. Okay, but how can that be? Your company has a workforce of over 400,000 people. That's one pretty big foot.
Hi, Shauna. Nice to meet you. Hello also to everyone out there. I'm Torsten.
Hello, my name is Annette. We are just two out of many colleagues at our company working for carbon neutrality at Bosch. The core team consists of more than 1,000 experts helping. And in fact, this activity has a broad support among my 400,000 colleagues. So, all together, we get that done.
And let me say, we didn't start from scratch. We have successfully pursued a rigorous climate protection policy for years. We first decided to reduce our relative CO2 emissions of our location as early as in 2007. The target was a reduction of 20% by 2020. Ever since, we have consistently exceeded our targets. And at one moment in time, we knew this won't be enough. In 2019, we decided to become fully carbon neutral. We can say today, we made it. According to our internal calculations, we have reached our goals and are already carbon neutral. And we won't stop here. We will continue our efforts in the coming years.
Sounds cool. So, what does your job actually consist of? What do you do all day long?
Let me explain this to you looking at a factory of Bosch. Most importantly, we want to make sure that this factory works as energy efficient as possible. So we check continuously what we could further improve. Sometimes these are just small things which we can make a big difference, like exchanging ventilators, using LED lights, or reducing temperature in our processes. We also want to make sure that the factory only uses green energy. That means power which is created based on renewable sources without creating any emissions. Therefore, we call people and negotiate other better power contracts. We also think about where to go and to get new energy from. Renewable energy, like from solar or wind power, and sometimes we even produce energy ourselves, for instance, by installing photo panels on our roofs or in free areas of our locations. And where we detect unavoidable CO2 emissions, we offset it with carbon credits.
And Bosch has 400 locations. So we do this exercise for all of them. We do have a software program helping us with the coordination and the process monitoring. And we chat with our colleagues to detect further ways how to cut emissions and where to save energy. Or about other solutions that additionally could help saving resources off our planet.
Is it like in school? Like when you do your homework, you get a good grade?
Yes, Shauna, you could say it's same as in school. Sometimes it's more fun and sometimes it's maybe a little bit more stressful. The feeling is quite similar. When you accomplish your mission or have done your homework in a good way, that's sort of great. Becoming CO2 neutral requires a bit of every subject in school or college. It's mathematics, physics, biology, language, history, politics, and programming. A huge program at all. Initially, we thought that this homework would to be complex to achieve within a few years. But you, me, we all know for years that climate protection cannot wait. The consequences of climate change are way more complex than our homework of reducing CO2. So we decided to slice the elephant and solve this big task step by step. How can we use green energy? Where should we look for further sustainable energy sources? How can we change our behavior to reduce what we consume? These are the questions we try to solve every day. And in the end, it paid off, and we could do our homework well.
There must be somebody who checks you've done a good job. So who do you show your homework to? Who's your teacher?
Oh, we have plenty. First, our boss, the CEO of Bosch and his colleagues in the board of management. You must know, carbon neutrality is very important to them. Second, an independent auditing company that checks whether we really did good. And third, we are setting ourselves scientific targets. We are part of the Science Based Targets Initiative, a community jointly funded by a global scientific community, NGOs, and industry. By the way, we recently got rated with an A from the Carbon Disclosure Project, the CDP, if you want to compare it to school. And these are some of the main teachers and observers that check whether we are doing our job properly. And of course, there's people like you, Shauna, who pay close attention to climate activities of companies as Bosch.
If you can manage to do this at Bosch, why can't everyone do it everywhere? What's stopping them?
I'm fully with you, Shauna. Global warming isn't something that will disappear by itself. It's up to all of us. Everyone must go an extra mile to combat climate change. And in fact, there has been quite a lot going on recently as several countries have also announced targets. Bosch is one of the largest global industry enterprises. It is our responsibility to set an example. This is how we see it. And we hope that others will do it the same way. So, please copy with pride or make it even better. We would like to learn from others as well. However, we know that this is a tough cookie. Since last year, we also offer our expertise as a consultancy service. That's one thing we do to support others in finding their individual way to carbon neutrality.
Your e-bikes and power tools are pretty cool. Same with your dishwashers. But what about all the other stuff you produce? How can all that become carbon neutral?
Good question, Shauna. So, we already achieved carbon neutrality at our own sites worldwide. This means our products are engineered and manufactured without leaving a carbon footprint. Now, we are stepping up our climate action relating to the emissions in our supply chain, from the goods we purchase to the products we sell. By 2030, we want to reduce those emissions by 15%. At first, this might not sound ambitious to you, but it actually means to reduce 50 million tons of CO2. That's quite a number. To achieve this, we have first identified 3 activities that generate by far the most emissions: purchased goods, logistics, and the product use phase. And we have drawn roadmaps for these. Maybe you know that Bosch has quite a wide range of different products. We will focus on the most important ones: automotive parts, heatings, household appliances, and industrial machinery. Our approaches to get involved wherever we can make the greatest contribution to protecting human life and the environment. Already today, the products we offer contribute to a more sustainable lifestyle. Less water use, less energy consumption, more durable. That drives us all day long.
Let's talk about saving energy. Okay, I already do that at home. That's a no-brainer, right?
Basically, we stick to this rule. Energy we save is the best energy. We will making energy savings equivalent to 1.7 terawatt hours by 2030. To make it handleable, that's as much power of all private households using in a city in the US with around 500,000 inhabitants. It's like the energy consumption of 1 year of a city like Sacramento in California. However, such a no-brainer demands some brain work. Before you can save energy, you need to know what, where, and how you need the energy for. We have invented a smart system. We call it Energy Platform. It's like a smartphone for all our energy consumptions at one site, connected to many other places in the world and where Bosch is located. This box records how much energy we use, reports irregularities. It even optimizes each individual machine's power consumption. This smart tool helps us much. We already use it at more than 100 Bosch sites across the globe.
Beyond that energy platform brain supporting us, we have a lot of human brain power at Bosch. And in the end, every colleague is asked to contribute to our efforts. Many colleagues submit suggestions for improvements of energy efficiency measures. And we exchange solutions and ideas how to live and consume more sustainably. At work, on the way to work, in our private lives. Our movement, Green Heroes, is quite a success.
Sounds pretty good. But all of us know that climate action isn't just about CO2. What about water? What about waste? There are so many different aspects of sustainability to consider.
Yes, definitely. That is why we set ourselves goals in sustainable water management, same waste management, and further aspects our planet and environment needs our help with. By 2025, we plan to reduce our water demand in areas with water scarcity. And for that, we will invest 10 million euros each year for water-saving measures. When it comes to waste, we pay attention at our own sites, but also for our products. There are many examples out there. One really impressive one is from our power tool plant in Brazil. We increased the recycling share in the material mix. This corresponds to 44% of the plant's annual demand for raw materials.
I know big companies don't have piggy banks, but if they did, what would happen to the amount of money inside when they become more sustainable? Would they have more or less money?
Let's be clear here. Investing in climate protection costs money, but losing time would cost even more. And we are convinced that sustainability is a competitive advantage. First, cost efficiency through more energy efficiency. Second one, independence from rising other energies. Third, possibility to meet growing demand for sustainable products. And fourth, new business opportunities resulting from green products and services. So, one thing is clearer than ever. If a company is not sustainable today, it will not survive tomorrow. I'm absolutely convinced of this.
I really hope you're right. And assuming you are, maybe you'll get a job application from me someday. As long as you keep chasing your sustainability targets and don't give up, I might just be interested. Let's see. In the meantime, keep in touch and stay sustainable, like a Bosch.
Bye, Shauna.
Bye, Shauna.
From Bosch.
CES is the place for discussions on technology and innovation. We're eager to hear from you on how we can all work together to make carbon neutrality a reality and sustainability a success. We invite you to join us in our Bosch virtual exhibit during the show. Thank you for joining, and please, let's all live sustainable like a Bosch.